I wish you will pay attention to this one. If you want to be up to date, up to speed on Justice for Mohbad, the latest and all that is happening, it is important, very much important, that this you do not play with it, you don't joke with it. Now, we've all seen and we've all experienced one or two ups and down on Justice for Mohbad. And there are times that people started questioning their sanity, like, can this be true? Is this for real? And I do not blame people for having such thoughts. That's because within you as a person, that clarity, sanity still exists. But out there, there are people who are not sane. They are not sane. Their mind is as evil can ever be. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not know what your thoughts are as regards this. It's going to be a very crazy one. You're about to hear, you're about to see what is going on legally on Justice for Mohbad. Apart from the social media thing, the talk here and there, which is so important because this has always been the backbone of Justice for Mohbad. It has helped justice, but at the end of the day, do not forget that everything has to go through proper channel. The police, the inquest, the court, the DPP, and the Department of Public Prosecution, and all of that. It has to go through all of this channel, and the eventual is the prisons. When it comes to that, then that's what it is, and that is exactly what majority are seeking for. Like, can we demystify this mystery? Can we unravel this puzzle? Can we get clarity about it? Or are we just going to sweep it under the carpet and then life goes on? If we continue without giving human life what it deserves, this will continue on and on, never stopping. It will continue forever. So, how do we proceed on this one? That is the big question. Ladies and gentlemen, on this journey, I want you to go with me with apt attention. You'll be hearing word for word details, details that many people have not paid attention to. You'll get to understand what is going on. Apart from the part where Cynthia petitioned Mohbad's father, and not just that alone, she's also petitioning certain people saying that they have no right to call her name, mention her name, or say anything against her. That the court, the DPP, has not, neither has the police tagged her as a suspect. Rather, she is a witness. But the question is, if she's a witness, what did she witness and what does she have to tell us? How come she has nothing much to say? Like, well, I don't know. Is this, is that? Is a nurse? How can the nurse do this to me? That the nurse is the one that should be held responsible. Well, the nurse appeared at the inquest only once. She gave her update, and that's the end of it. The rest of the goons who were in Mohbad's house, none of them till today have been called upon. Why? You're about to find out more in this one. Please like, share, tap on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Returning subscribers and those that are I say very big thank you to you. Let's get right into it.
The matter on behalf of the states. The letter cited the verdict of Magistrate Taufikat Adiayo Shotubi, who presided over the coroner's inquest and delivered findings on July 11, 2025, indicting the auxiliary nurse and blaming Mr. Aloba himself, Mohbad's wife, and several individuals, including the police, for negligence in the circumstances surrounding Mohbad's death on September 12, 2023. Our client, as a bereaved father, desirous of ensuring that justice is done and seen to be done, is deeply concerned that notwithstanding the clear indictments contained in the coroner's verdict, no prosecutorial steps have been taken against the aforementioned persons since the delivery of the verdict on 11 July 2025, the petition read. The coroner's verdict particularly ordered the trial of the auxiliary nurse, Ms. Ogedengbe Fisayo, who administered 3 injections tetanus, paracetamol, and ceftriaxone or Mohbad at home without proper medical assessment. Demands in petition. The petition noted that on page 66 of the ruling, Magistrate Shotubi said, according to her, Fisayo's account, she observed swelling on Mohbad's right arm without conducting any formal diagnostic assessment. She proceeded to administer free injection in succession. She is not a certified registered nurse nor a licensed doctor or pharmacist. She administered injections without conducting a medical diagnosis. Consequently, the petition stated that on page 72, the court recommended that Fisayo be prosecuted for unlawful medical practice and gross negligence. The coroner also made observations about Mohbad's wife, Wunmi, faulting her decision to allow uncertified treatment at home instead of seeking emergency medical care. Magistrate Shotubu stated, I cannot certify an actual cause of death, but I draw a connection from the sudden reaction after the deceased was injected by the nurse. The death is not linked to any evidence of foul play, but to medical negligence. He criticized Mohbad's wife for not insisting on proper medical care and for failing to document the mishandling of this body. Although testimonies from Mohbad's wife, Wunmi, and others suggested alleged bullying and threats from his former labor boss, Aziz Fashola, also known as Naamali, and associate Sam Larry, the court found no direct link between these allegations and his immediate cause of death, he stated. The coroner also criticized the circumstances surrounding Mohbad's rapid burial, labeling it as undignified. He faulted his father, Joseph Aloba, for failing to obtain a death certificate or conduct an autopsy before the burial, even after receiving financial support from fellow artist Davido. According to the court's ruling, Mohbad's wife Wunmi was not directly indicted or ordered to be prosecuted. Mohbad's father further demanded the prosecution of others present in Mohbad's apartment at the time of his death, including his close associate, Ibrahim Owoduni, popularly known as Prime Boy. In our respective view, the above judicial observation amount to clear indictment warranting the prosecution of the said individuals in order to give full effect to the coroner's findings and recommendations and to ensure that justice is manifestly and adequately served in this matter. The petition read. Alternatively, the petitioner urged the Attorney General to grant a fiat under the Lagos State Administration of Criminal Justice Law to allow Mohbad's father to prosecute the case. In the alternative, should your honorable office for any reason not be minded to prosecute the above persons within the demanded period, we respectfully request that a fiat be graciously granted to us within such period, in accordance with the provision of the Administration of Criminal Justice Law of Lagos State, to prosecute the matter on behalf of the state, the petition stated. We requested that you exercise your prosecutorial power on the above subject matter within the next 14 days. In view of the high sensitivity of this matter and the public attention and outrage it has generated, the letter added, Vice Counsel dismisses petition when contacted barrister Kabiru Akinbolu, counsel for Mohbad's wife Wunmi described Mr. Aloba's demand as laughable. Akinbolu said, I don't think any man in his right senses or in his good mind can say this to my client. My client was at home when the husband died, including four of his friends and his uncle, a guy who is a brother, who is a younger brother to the mother. And the issue happened and the guy passed on sadly. Unfortunately, this man, Mr. Joseph, was the one who insisted that the guy must be buried that day, especially when he received 2 million from a renowned musician. According to Akinbolu, the court made the finding and the younger brother of Mohbad's mother gave evidence at the coroner's inquest that the late singer's father, against all admonition, insisted that Mohbad be buried that night. Is it not funny and surprising that the same man who insisted that the guy be buried immediately is the one now demanding justice and the cause of death of the son? Akinbolu put it. Akinbolu further said, in fact, the coroner made a finding that the father was careless and not a good father. That because he insisted that the guy be buried that day, if that had not been so, the cause of death of the guy would not have been shrouded in history. Akinbolu revealed that the driver who drove Mohbad that day said he was conscious and could make a decision. Even the nurse who gave the treatment said he was conscious and Mohbad would ask him, which injection is this? He said, what is this injection meant for? He would answer. He gave him two, three injections, and upon the third one, he started reacting. This is a man who said he has never seen the nurse who allegedly injected his son to death before. This is a man who speaks from both sides of his mouth. Speaking further, Akingbolu said, he said that his son married my client legally, traditionally. Now he has come back to say they didn't marry her. All he wants is to inherit the estate of his son. That man is lying. He's a pathological liar. He's just busy collecting money online using the death of his son. He said the child of my client is a bastard, that he must do a DNA. We are not objecting. The God granted an order for us to conduct the DNA test, only for this man to run away. Later, he returned saying he wanted the DNA abroad. The God granted that again. To date, he has refused because he knows once the DNA test proves the child is not a bastard, that is the end of his noise. Akingbolu alleged that Mr. Loba does not want Mohbad to be rebellious because that is how he makes his money. According to him, if Mohbad is buried today, all his noise will go. This is a man who has been wearing my client's husband's clothes and shoes. Very unfortunate, he said. So it is not true. There is no way the court indicted Mohbad's wife. The court has not indicted her as having a hand in this, Akingbolu added. The court concluded that the cause of death of Mohbad is unknown. Secondly, his death is most likely linked to a medical misadventure. My client has no hand in his death, so the man is lying. The Lagos State government will never listen to him. The man is just looking for attention, a nuisance attention. The judgment of the court never indicted my client, Stephanie.
Made a no pull rope for my neck, I beg. Made a no pull rope for my neck.
Before you guys came in, I've said it already. I said all these things they are doing is all games. It is all games. They know what they are doing.
Cocolet, then you ban sobe, oda, but Enyima saw Emma lost scot free. Tarifaba sobe on my Kumila road.
But if I like take something from this, the one thing that we're going to take from this is at least they put the Lagos State government in a position where I think is okay, in the sense that it is either you do this or you do that. And I think their main target is the figures. That is what they want.
This is a good move. This is a good move, Jagumolu. Nobody can take the credit away. It is a good move. Assuming this has been done for long, maybe you understand? This is a good move. Nobody is taking that away. You understand?
What is a good move there? Hello. Can I just come in? What is a good move there?
Good move here is this one.
Now, let me say this. No. I'll tell you why it's not a good move.
Now,
These people are already in court. Notice already in court. Is already in court. Imagine court. They are prosecuting them. Is it what is
the sniper. You see, the good move that I am referring to is this. Even before the verdict of Coroner inquest, the nurse and spending has been prosecuted. One. When the coroner is giving the verdict, this was advised, prosecuted, that this is not directed.
Sorry.
I'm coming, sir. Hold on, sir.
No. I don't.
The difference here to me is that it is not.
No. Don't say that.
No, hold on now,
don't
bro.
say it first. Wait.
Hold on, bro.
Don't say
hold
it.
on, bro. No, hold on.
I want to say something
on
that will help what you want to say. Don't say it yet because they are two different things.
Make they go.
Yes.
All right, though,
I will prove why. No, don't go. They are two different things. You know, when we are criticizing, let us know why we are criticizing. Okay, coroner inquest verdict is different from that of DPP. How is it different? I'm not a lawyer, but it's just a common sense. The coroner inquest verdict helps whoever that the case favor, because everything that happened there will be recognized in the court. Okay, so if they are asking the inquest to indict Wunmi, it's good. And indict the nurse, which they've already indicted the nurse. But if they are saying that should also happen to Wunmi, it's good. You understand? So they are two different things. Wunmi need to be indicted by the inquest, because what happened in that inquest will help whoever the case favor. But where I'm now having issue is this. Baba too, the inquest did not favor him. So why are they talking about implementation of the inquest? I thought you will talk now. Let me just land with this. I thought first thing they should do is to appeal the inquest before they go to petition. Okay. You understand me? So this is my own.
I'm flowing with you. But two things here. There are two contradicting. Hold on, Arifa. There are two contradicting statements here. Now, the Baba side are saying the magistrate indicted Wunmi. Now, Wunmi's lawyer is saying no, she was never indicted. Do you understand? So, but they both heard from the magistrate. Why do they both have two different understanding? Do you understand? Like, it's not aligning. You're both there, and the magistrate gave a verdict, and both of you are outside here saying this one was indicted. Why did they confirm all of this before they left? Why are they then doing it over newspaper?
Okay. The thing is this, sir. Ṣé wọ́n kí ni Sanshitu kí ná padà give as their own submission and his own view after the inquest? Kí ni lawyer Wunmi give as his own view after the inquest? I listened to both of them. She understand. After the inquest, lawyer Wunmi tún jẹ́ kó yé wa níta ńbẹ̀ yẹn pé no, client òun ò wà indicted. Show sọ pé client indicted sha. No.
That
he said
good lawyer.
The verdict was so excellent and perfectly.
I refer to you again. That's okay.
And with something like this, there
is a difference between faulting and indicting. Now, when you read the verdict, because I've read the verdict, now the magistrate faulted. People came out to turn it to indicted because people were in their emotions, right? But the magistrate faulted Baba for horribly burying Mohbad, and faulted Wunmi as well for not giving medical care to Jonathan. Two different statements. You get what I mean? That is not indicting. But people came out to say, what indict. But you know when you fault, the reason why
you know that fault you are talking about can lead to any sue.
Exactly, you can then sue.
So, for that, a judge says something that what you did was wrong. I'm not going to charge you. But anybody can say, okay, sorry, I'm going to use that to charge you.
But Shalake, you cannot then say you want to go charge them. Who are you?
That's what I'm saying. If we believe that Wunmi was indicted, we will say, okay, you are indicted. Like what somebody is saying now, the two of them.
Both of them, correct. Yeah, if you are
the two of them. So, okay, you are going to use it against me. Okay, I'm going to use this against you too.
For Flakes. Bring mommy up. I'm doing something.
Let me drop me and bring her up.
The faulted both of them. Go on, it.
The only thing I know, say with all what you have read, if anybody get case where you need a lawyer to defend them, I go advise him make you go for Wunmi lawyer. You see, Wunmi lawyer, he is a lawyer. You can see the determination in him that even if his client is guilty, he will make sure she become not guilty. He is doing everything to make sure he make Wunmi to be an innocent client, no matter what. So once he sees something that Baba's lawyer wants to post something that is not okay, he will immediately counter it. Even the last judgment from the coroner inquest, he did not only counter it at the inquest in front of the judge. When they interview him again, he makes sure he also counter it. That he told the judge that my client cannot stop her father-in-law because he is the elderly person in the family. So he tried to clear her both in the courts and on social media. He is fighting two battles for Wunmi, both in the court and social media, for wrong narratives not to be passed. So this one where Baba lawyer, this one where they post say indicting or taking back what the coroner advised. The advice of the coroner include Baba. So if Baba Jakitan lawyer is saying to take it, then I don't know what they are doing, I beg.
Okay, good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, wherever you are.
Welcome,
I just want to,
I
think, thank you, my brother. Okay, so I heard the request. But what really struck me in that request is the fact that the lawyer, which I am not too comfortable with, I don't know what he wants to do with the request for the fiat. But in actual fact, if he was a lawyer that we trusted so much and he requested for that, it means that he has found a way out to really prosecute this case. And how can you do that? You recall that the Adegoke case in Oshun, when Falana came in, Falana requested for a fiat. When he got to court, the case was about to be closed. Even the lawyers for Adedoyin were filing for a case, no case submission, and they were about to be granted because they kept saying there was no evidence. Adedoyin refused to speak, so he was about to be let go for conspiracy to murder. That was what he was charged for. He wasn't charged for murder. But what Falana did was to do amendments to the charges, and he was able to argue that, and the court accepted it. So if what's his name, Shito is trying to do, which I doubt, is to try and see how he can get the fiat from Lagos State Attorney General or government. When he gets to court, he will be able to, use his skills to make some amendments to the charges, introduce more witnesses and more suspects into the case. It's a possibility. It has happened in many cases. I'm just trying to remind us of the one that happened in Oshun. Is to actually apply to amend charges, which is also a possibility. If you can argue it, he will get it. And if he gets it, then more people will be down. And maybe we might change our minds about him. But right now, I'm not sure what he intends to do with this request, because it's looking like, right and left and right, back and forth.
We know he's don't say he's not going to get it. Don't let us okay, like what you just said now. He's not going to get it. What you just said just now, he's not going to get it.
No.
As much as I have that
let
belief
the public get it, or not him, not the son. I beg.
It is amazing that people can give their time, money, and effort to getting justice for Mohbad and talk and argue, and even some people get locked up. Apart from the monetary benefits and, of course, some stipends here and there, opportunities to connect, opportunities to, just to kind of get more people. Opportunities to get people. It's unbelievable. Well, I don't know what you guys think of it. They've said a lot and they've read out some statements, documented legal statements, and I am kind of thinking that at the end of the day, the only thing that remains now is just the DNA. Once the DNA is conducted, I think this journey of justice for Mohbad will come to a certain closure. It will come to a certain closure. That's basically what it is, because I'm kind of seeing the love of money. I know it's very easy. It's very easy for people to be tempted. In fact, there are some people who are saying that Mohbad's father will not bury Mohbad, because burying Mohbad will put closure end to his money-making thing. Also, the way I'm looking at it, this Mohbad thing will kind of draw till 2025. It will extend to 2026, sorry. December, the month is going to come into an end, and there is no specific. In fact, the document that was presented by Mohbad's father, according to the report, does not have a seal, does not have a stamp, no signature on it. And he claimed that this has been given to him and another has been given for him to get DNA done. On the other hand, the one that was presented by Cynthia has a stamp and seal and everything. So people started asking questions. Even Buki Jesse, who has been a loyalist of Mohbad's father, started questioning this. So, since this DNA thing and whatever it is that they claim the government has given them the permission to go ahead, Mohbad's father is asking for money, seeking for money. And not just that alone. The update again that we got is that he said that he wants the DNA to be conducted in the United States of America, and that he wants to accompany the samples. And he wants to be there. So it's not going to be flown abroad. He wants to be on ground. It is difficult for him to get that. Yeah. It is difficult for him to get this done. Very difficult for him to have it done. Very difficult. That's because people are no longer interested in putting out money. They do not want to give money anymore. At all. Nobody wants to give money. At all. So, I don't know what you guys think of it. Is hoping that money will be paid into his account, and it will also facilitate him traveling abroad. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for facilitation to travel at the expense on the neck of people should pay. People should pay. People should pay money. People are no longer interested in this. In fact, people are asking questions and they are saying a lot. They are saying a lot. So many things have been said. No one is interested in this stupidity anymore. Nobody's interested in this stupidity anymore. That's the truth of it. Nobody's interested in this foolishness anymore. People are more focused on themselves now. People are more focused on themselves. They are more focused on reaching that goal. That's what their interest, that's where their interests lie. The goal. And what is that goal? To get to the root of the matter. To find out what and what. It is so sad. So sad. To find out if they have been scammed, and also to find out if they've been scammed, and also to find out what exactly it is that happened to Promise Ileroluwa Aloba. Life is full of wickedness. Full of wickedness. Terrible. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts about what you've heard? Our guests, they've been able to put out their thoughts. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I tell you for free, it is unbelievable. Anyway, drop your comments about it. What have you found out? What have you realized lately? And what do you think is the way out? What is the way out? What is the way out? What are the solutions to this? Should everybody just pack up and go away? Like, let's just end this once and for all. Or is this going to extend till December, extend till January? Is that what it is? Is that what it is going to become? Drop your comment, drop your thoughts about it. Because a lot is really happening. A lot is really happening. But one thing I assure you is this: once justice for Mohbad becomes a little bit, things begin to go slow, something will drop that will spark it up. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? It shows that justice is the only way and nothing more. Justice. And also for everyone to learn one or two things, lessons here and there, to pick up on something, to apply it to your lives. There is still something out there for everybody to learn from. Something out there from everything that you have heard, for everyone to pick from. Something to imbibe, something to now stick into your life. Or certain things in your life that you need to do away with. Maybe there is that relationship or that person that you shouldn't be around, and certain decision that you should take action upon. You're seeing it, but you are not taking any action. You are quiet, relaxed, not doing anything about these things. And slowly, these things will rob you of your existence. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. I don't know what your thoughts are. Please do drop your comments about it. What are your observations? What are your thoughts? What do you think about everything so far and what you have heard from our guest? See you guys in the next update. Still on Justice for Mohbad.